Hello everyone, welcome to PHTV Channel 4 in Palos Heights. I'm Sue Jankowski and we are at the library. This is our monthly show where we tell you all about what's going on at the library, things that you can do and enjoy. And I hope you are doing and enjoying them because you're such a fabulous library. And two fabulous people here today with us, Janine and Rebecca, who are with us here every month. Good to see you both.
Good to see you too. Good to be here.
Good, nice to be here. And they're going to tell us what in the world is going on over there, and always a lot. So we're going to start with Janine, who is going to tell us about public service programs.
That's right. May, of course, is right around the corner. We are going to be getting ready for Mother's Day. We were just talking about how quickly this is coming up this year.
It is.
May 4th, we have a program, Savvy Plant Shopping. We're going to talk to you about how to get the perfect plant for your Mother's Day gifts, if you're going to do that, or for your summer gardens. You're going to get ready for those you're going to get some tips from our plant shopper, Deb Terrell, to select the healthiest plants and discover the secrets from the veteran plant shoppers. That's coming up Thursday, May 4th at 6:30. And for those of you who don't know, May 5th is National Scrapbooking Day.
Boy,
so we have, so we're going to have Scrapbookers Crop Day. For all you scrapbookers, they know exactly what that term means.
So I shouldn't come in my crop pants?
No, unless you want to crop in your crop pants, then of course you can come
That'll
in.
work. Okay.
So, but we're going to invite scrapbookers out. You get 3 feet of space, and you must provide your own lunch because it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 4:30 all day Saturday on May 5th at the library. The space is limited, so you're going to have to register for this program. Give us a call. The number's up on the screen. And there will be a drawing for 2 Creative Moments products as well. So you're in for all day at this program. So bring all your stuff and you'll have a...
You know, that's a really nice opportunity, though, for people to spend the day doing that because you never take the time at home, at least I don't.
Exactly.
To do something like that
but
for a day.
then people bring their own supplies, so they, share and,
That's good.
so it's quite an ordeal,
Right, yeah.
So...
Nice.
Yeah, and this year, 2017, is the centennial anniversary of World War I.
Oh.
So this, on May 7th, Sunday at 2 o'clock, we're going to do a program called 100 Years Ago on the Homefront Families, American Families in World War I. And we have historical performer Ellie Carson. She'll transport audiences to the sights and sounds and the tastes and the patriotic pastimes of the sacrifices of World War I families, and as we commemorate the beginning of World War I. So that's on Sunday, May 7th at 2 o'clock. She's an excellent performer. If you've not seen her, you can come out and see it. She's great. Computer classes. The library is always offering computer classes on different subjects. This one coming up on May 8th is Intro to Pinterest. Pinterest is a social media site. I know many of you are aware of it. Some of you are like, what's this all about? If you want to find out what it's about, come on out. We will show you.
There are people are just so hooked on Pinterest and just are always on it.
It is really fun to look at.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, it is indeed. So that's on. It's in our computer lab, so please register for that one as well. Again, coming up on Tuesday, May 9th, we have the potted gardening, and we have Cook County Farm Bureau Speaker Ellen Phillips will be out to talk about how to create and care for gardens in a different variety of pots. So those are good for people who live, maybe in an apartment or condominium, or maybe just at home too. You like to do something different, something visual accents in your garden, that kind of thing. So she'll be out to talk about her potted gardening on May 9th. So come on out.
Okay.
Excel Basics, another computer class. Come out to learn about how to work the spreadsheets, calculate format numbers on Excel. That's coming up on Thursday, May 11th.
That's always really good to know.
Yeah. So, and then also another one, kind of preparing for Mother's Day. If you want something special to do with your mom, you can bring her out on Thursday, May 11th for the Garbo the Musical. We have Jillian Gabriel. She is another incredible performer. She does original one-woman musical as an enigmatic Swedish film star, Greta Garbo, who's considered by many as the greatest film actress of all time. I'm sure that's debatable, but many people like her. Jill will perform 13 clever, witty songs and humorous monologues to make this one-woman musical insightful, fun, and compelling. So it's a
Okay, so she was 1905 to 1990. So was that silent movie-ish? then?
Kind of. Yeah, at the end of that, she got that, and you know, then she of course became much of a recluse at the end of her life. You know,
Right,
she's very
right.
mysterious. So
Yeah.
we're going to find out all about her.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. And of course, again, we're going to have, we always have downloadables, downloadable books, magazines, ebooks, and movies for free with your library card. So find out how to do that on May 15th, 2 o'clock. You can come for the class. But if you don't have time to come to our classes, you can always book a librarian. That means you can book a half an hour, call ahead, make an appointment with one of us at the Public Services desk, and we'll sit down one-on-one with you and show you how to work with any of our resources, download apps, learn how to download your Zinnia. We just had so many people in the last couple of days are getting ready for vacation. So they don't want to carry all these books with them.
Right.
So that's where, in that case, that's where the downloadables are really come in handy. So we had people, we're showing them how to download on Zinio, which is our downloadable magazine resource, which you can keep, by the way. You never have to return those. There's never any overdue fees for any of the downloadables, which is a really nice thing.
That is nice.
And the downloadable books or audio books as well. So if you have a phone, if you like to jog or walk your dog, you can just listen to your book on the phone, or even if you're in the car, if you have a Bluetooth, it'll go right through your, the Bluetooth.
That is really great because to carry all that stuff, which I do,
Yeah.
you know, I've got like 2 books and a
Yeah.
few magazines and stuff. It is
Yeah,
heavy.
yeah, and it's just nice to free up your hands a little
It
bit when you
is,
travel. You
yeah.
can still read books. You know, people still like to do that, and that's all great too. So, but that
Nice.
class is coming up on the May 15th at 2 o'clock. Then we have a new program. As you see, the slide is new.
Well, go ahead and talk about it, but I'm like, does that say what I think
Yes,
it
it
says?
does. It's Beer and Books, a book discussion at Joe Daniels Bar and Grill. And that is coming up on Wednesday, May 17th at 6:30. We have, they'll be discussing the book Dark Matters, which is a contemporary action thriller by Blake Crouch. And we decided to do something different. We have a staff member who wanted to try to reach out and do something different. So we're going to be meeting
I
at.
think that sounds like fun.
Yeah, they have a back room. It's perfect. Yeah, so you can come in, and if you want to have some food or drink or whatever, or just come for the book discussion. Yeah.
You don't have to do the
Yeah.
drinking and eating, but
No.
why not? You're there.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's May 17th at Joe Daniels in Palos Heights. And our Book and Film. Book and Film is a program we do once a month. It's our third Thursday of the month at 2 o'clock. This month in May, we're doing a very special showing of this movie, A Man Called Ove. This is based on the bestseller book, the same title, by Fredrik Backman. He's a Swedish author who nobody knew anything about him until a couple of years ago when this book came out, probably like 2 years ago. Became an international bestseller. And this author has a knack of taking very difficult people, kind of curmudgeon-y kind of folks, and making them where they win our hearts and we still root for them. And that's the case in A Man Called Ove, who he's an isolated old retiree guy who does nothing all day except enforce the strict principles of the housing development that he lives in.
He
you know,
does, yes.
Get your cat off the thing. Get that. You can't park there. Blah blah
That
blah.
car.
Yeah, exactly. He runs after car. Yeah, he's actually quite funny, but his life. You know, he spends his day enforcing these rules until one day a very boisterous family moves in next to him, and his life begins to change. So. That's coming up on May 18th, Thursday at 2 o'clock.
It's. I did read this book. It's really, really good. I was reading the first couple chapters, and I'm like, and then there's just a section that just changes everything. But it's actually really good. And I've had friends see the movie, which is subtitled,
Yes. It's a
and they
Swedish
said the one woman was so into the movie. We said, "Is it subtitled?" And she said, "No." And, and the other lady said, "Yeah, it is." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about it."
Well, you do.
So
You
that won't
can.
bother you.
You
Yeah.
can forget about it because
Yeah.
you're so into the story.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So,
So anyway, that's
yeah.
good.
So that's our
Yeah.
book and film, and then our Sunday at the cinema on Sunday, May 21st, we'll be showing the film Queen of Katwe, which is an award-nominated film based on the true story of a Ugandan girl whose life was rapidly changing after being introduced to the game of chess. So it's a great movie.
Good one.
Yeah, and that's going to be our last Sunday at the cinema for the summer.
Okay.
Because at the end of May, we
Closed on
yeah,
Sundays.
we will be closed on Sundays. So get to this one if you want. Let's see. Let's move on to one of our last programs towards the end of the month. Our Robert Mueller is a wonderful. We've had him for 2 other programs on his war history of World War II. And on Thursday, May 25th, he's going to be talking about the defense of the Bastogne. Now, the Battle of the Bulge, which is what this is about, grew to become the largest battle for America in World War II during the most severe weather that area of the world has had in 50 years. Okay, so Robert Mueller, who's an award-winning historian, is going to be describing the events of the division's actions of General Patton's army to break through the deadlock they had there and talk about the stirring assault that occurred. So he draws quite a crowd because his programs are incredible. So put that one on your list. May 25th. We're getting ready for Memorial Day at the end of the month. So
Definitely.
yep, and also getting ready for summer reading, which will be coming up in June. But we'll say that for next month.
Save that for next time.
Yeah.
Boy, these things,
Yeah.
I can't believe we're talking about summer programming. We just talked about it a month ago.
Calendar flies by. Those calendar pages keep flipping, don't
They
they?
really do. All right. Thanks, Janine.
You're
That's
welcome.
Really some great stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And now on to the Youth and Teen Services.
Absolutely.
Department.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, we've got our regular monthly programs recurring. Pajama-rama is always at the beginning of the month. The first Wednesday, which is May 3rd at 7, kids can come in as usual with their blankets and a favorite blankie, in their pajamas and a favorite blankie, and have some nice bedtime stories. Smart Art will be Tuesday, May 9th. This month they'll be working on Mother's Day surprise, and I just have to show you how adorable these are.
And these are cute.
They're Mom, You Rock.
It's adorable.
Little
I mean, it's so cute.
paperweights,
Here,
yeah.
I'm going to hold this up just
Yeah.
a little bit like this.
So we've got
You can
all the
see that.
supplies
So
and
cute.
lots of things. Kids love taking these pieces and putting it together. And what isn't adorable when you put wiggly eyes on it? So,
You're so right. Sparkly gems. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta love it.
so kids can work on that for Mother's Day at Smart Art on May 9th. STEM stuff, which is Wednesday, May 11th, they're going to be working on the magic of flowers. This is one of the many books we'll be sharing, and there's great illustrations in this, and it's a fun text to read. And they're going to be doing some science experiments with flowers. And we're going to show them how they can change the color of flowers. They can grow one color, but you can change them to other colors.
That's exciting to learn.
Yeah, definitely. Chess Club, which meets once a month, will be Wednesday at 7 p.m., May 17th. And again, we have some big kid volunteers that come in and play against the younger kids to help them improve their game. Lego Builders, this is always so popular. The kids come in, we have so many Legos. They like to build with our collection, and then we save it for a month and put it on display. So that's Sunday the 21st, starting at 2 o'clock, 2 to about 3:30 usually. They can come in, and we even have the Duplo blocks. If you've got a younger one, they can come and play with the safer, bigger, chunkier Legos.
Easier to manage for them.
Yeah, exactly. Pokemon and Shopkin nights. Kids bring their collections and share them with each other. They show them off. They talk about it. We show them some of the books that are based on those collections or vice versa. And they even do some trading. And then we give away a couple Pokemon and Shopkin little door prizes as
They
well.
love those things.
That's Monday, May 22nd at 6 o'clock. The After School Club, once a month they talk about a nice series, and this month they're talking about Far Out Fairy Tales. So these are classic fairy tales. This is Snow White now and the Seven Robots.
Ah.
They've been updated a little bit. This is a really nice series, Far Out Fairy Tales. It's a graphic novel series, which are excellent for kids of all reading levels. They used to be promoted as good for struggling readers because the pictures encourage them and give them clues to the text. But they're also good for strong readers, just to have another option. So this is a really fun series. They'll be talking about that and doing some fun projects with the Far Out Fairy Tales.
It's fun to learn about a twist on a traditional story,
Right.
too, for them.
Right.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
a nice thing they can do to compare things.
And that one's on Wednesday, May 24th, right after school, about 4 o'clock. And then in May, we've got some magnificent May programs. May the 4th be with you. May 4th every year, that's a big Star Wars
It's just
day.
even hard to say, isn't it?
So we're recognizing that at 4 p.m. We've got to do something for those Star Wars fans. We don't want to leave them out.
No.
So we're doing a Star Wars book bingo. They can each come in and they'll get a blank bingo card, and they make their own bingo card from all the Star Wars pictures we're going to provide. And then we'll have calling cards, and we'll be giving away Star Wars books to all the Star Wars book bingo winners.
Wow, fun.
Yeah. That's May 4th at 4. Can't forget that, right?
No.
This is a brand new one we're trying, Hair Braiding 101. Originally we thought dads need some help from the conversations we've been picking up, but this is for moms too. It doesn't come natural to everybody to braid your child's hair. So Wednesday, May 10th at 6 o'clock, we're going to teach them 2 basic braids they can do on their own. We want you to bring your own hairbrush and preferably your own child's head to do the braiding on.
Bring your own hair.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll show you how, and it should be fun.
That is great because, even moms, the
Right.
French braided fishtail, that's not just braiding, it's a little twist
No,
to the
it doesn't
braiding.
come naturally
doesn't,
just
and then
because you're a
the
parent or mom.
And then the poor dads, they I don't, just brush the hair. I don't know.
Right. So we'll show them how to get it done, right before summer comes. And then our Mother's Day Tea, this is an annual program. The moms and their kids love this. It'll be Friday, May 12th. We have it twice because there's so many kids who want to attend. Once at 10 a.m. and once at 2 p.m. the same day. This is a registration. We have to have a registration because there's limited seating. It is a sit-down tea. It's semi-formal, we call it. Some of the kids like to get dressed up. They do a fun program, a little event with their parents. And they'll be taking home a nice reminder of the day as well. And we have something we're going to give every mom who attends.
Nice.
Yeah, so make sure you register for that one before the spots are all gone. Something else brand new, we've got a Tiny Tots sensory play. We know the younger kids, they learn with all their senses. They're taking everything in, everything they touch, feel, hear, smell. So a sensory play, we're providing safe sensory options for them to explore in a somewhat controlled setting. Naturally at home you don't want them putting everything in their mouth, but the things we're going to provide will be safe if they do ingest it. So there'll be a lot of touching. We recommend bring a change of clothes maybe, or
Okay.
just know that they're going to get messy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
And that'll be Monday, May 15th at 10 a.m., 10 to 11:30. It's kind of a drop-in. You can come anytime during that hour and a half. And that one will be for babies up to 23 months old with their adult. And then we'll repeat it. It'll be a little bit different, but this one will be for the 2-year-olds. Terrific Twos sensory play. That'll be on Tuesday, the very next day, May 16th. Because twos are usually walking. We don't want them walking when the little ones are still crawling, trying to explore all this messy sensory stuff. So they're going to have their own day to do it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And then coming up on Thursday, May 18th in the morning at 10 a.m., a representative from Little Red Schoolhouse is going to come in and talk about animal coverings. And of course, they'll bring some samples for kids to touch and explore and look at up close, which is always really exciting. And then our big kids, we've got our Pizza and Pages night. Mondays, that's at the beginning of the month. It's usually the first day of every other month, so that'll be May 1st at 6 o'clock. Come on in, we'll talk about whatever you're reading, we'll tell you what we're reading, and we'll have pizza while we do it.
That is fun.
Yeah, and that's just a drop-in, just show up. And then Monday, a week later, May 8th at 6 o'clock is TAB night. And TAB stands for Teens Advisory Board. We want those older kids going into 6th grade. So if you're into 5th grade right now, you can certainly join us. Come talk to us and tell us what you'd like to see us do. What programs would you like us to schedule? What volunteer opportunities would you like us to try to arrange for you? So we want their input, definitely. So that's at TAB night on Monday, May 8th. And yeah, we'll serve pizza again.
So it's worth coming to. But you do want to hear their ideas. Because you want
Absolutely.
to provide things they're
Absolutely.
looking to do.
Right. If they tell us, I always tell them, if you tell us, we will probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
within reason, we'll probably do it.
think up some good stuff.
Cook a Book continues May 18th at 6 o'clock, and they'll be talking about some of the recipes and things they cooked in Little House on the Prairie series. We joke around, we promise there will not be possum stew at this Cook a Book event.
That's good.
I think they're going to be making homemade bread, because that was
Okay.
a big thing back then with all
Yes.
the farming they did.
Right.
And some other things that they made in the series. And when you're reading the book, you might gloss over it because it's not really relevant to the story, but it's still part of the story. So
It is, and it's interesting to see what were people eating and making at that
Right.
time. They didn't go to the grocery store and buy a loaf of bread.
No, you're right. There were no drive-throughs
No.
to hit if you were too
No
tired to
cheeseburgers.
cook. So they made a lot, they stored a lot, and so we'll be exploring that with the kids. Yeah. Finals Frenzy study night. Those high schoolers are getting to the end of their school year. So May 22nd through 25th, come on in any of those evenings. We'll have a nice quiet place, lots of quiet spaces for you to study at the library. We'll have some snacks provided in the activity room. You can help yourself to them, some refreshments. No registration, again, just come on in and study. We want to help them get through finals.
It's always great to go to a different location for a while too. You kind of get burned
It
out in one
is.
place and get a fresh perspective
Yeah.
somewhere else. The library's a great place to
There are
do
fewer
that.
distractions, definitely, if you're at home.
Yeah.
There's so many distractions
There
in
are.
your own home, your own
Yeah.
den or bedroom, or studying at your friend's house. There's just too many distractions. And at the library, it's a lot easier to zone in because that's what everybody else around you is often doing during this time period. Yeah.
Exactly.
Teen Scene on Tuesday, May 30th at the end of the month. We've got graphic novel letters. They're big cardboard letters. We want the teens to help us decorate them. So, and this is a volunteer opportunity because it's to help, it'll benefit the department.
Okay.
So teens can come in and help us decorate them, and they'll get an hour of service time, or a little longer. If they can stay a little longer, that's fine. We'll put them to work. That starts at 6 o'clock. And a reminder as well, coming up with summer, not too far off in the future, we put a lot of teens to work with our summer reading program. So we're always accepting applications. It's a very simple application, but we do need an adult signature on it. And then we'll schedule them some hours to help us with summer reading.
That's great. It's a
Yeah.
great place to get those hours. But it's just great to help out at the library and
Right.
help you guys there working there,
Right.
but also the kids that are there. It's nice.
Yeah.
Those little guys look up to the older kids.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah. Yeah, we've got some
Fun.
things planned. We really want to put them on this summer that they'll really have some input with the department. So we need their applications.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, that's
it. Yeah.
Next time, though, just as Janine mentioned, I think you'll be talking about the summer reading program.
Yeah.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, it's
Right.
coming
So
up.
that's really
Right.
exciting too, and I'm assuming they'll have an adult
Absolutely.
faction this year again.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of fun too for you to think about getting. You could start reading right now.
Please do.
Please read
For many reasons,
something.
right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching us. We will see you next month when we are at the library. Bye bye.